Good evening, everybody. Final
Good
score, final score was Newcastle United 3, Brentford Brentford
Well, that's
3.
just me and you. Well, that's just me and you. Do you want me to read this out to you?
Yeah, go for it.
Hi, Mr. Level 7. You are a big fat puff who has anxiety. I also know that people have blocked you from their YouTube channels. The reason is for that you are a fat spacker that has disabilities. When sending comments on other people's channels, you need to learn how to spell, and you need to man up with your mental health, anxiety and depression, etc. Be a man, get on with it, you fat fucking puff. Watch your back, we will get you. Watch your family, we get it too. You know who we are. I don't know who it is.
When did you get that?
Eh?
When did you get that?
Last Friday.
Wow.
And I've been on to the police. They've come out. I've give them the letter, and all they said was, "Sorry, there's nothing that we could do because there's no name on the letter."
You should get security systems around your house.
I shouldn't have to have security.
Oh, you'll be more secure there, and you'll be able to find out who these ones are that are hanging around.
Obviously, it's someone along here who knows me, who knows I go on other people's channels.
You have to narrow those down.
Yep. I just can't prove who it is.
They'll slip up at some point, and then they're obviously they'll get it coming to them.
Yeah.
Just have to be patient with these type of things.
Other than that, I'm all right.
Oh yeah, at least you're well in health.
At
least you're well in health.
Oh, I'm all right in health and stuff. It hurts us to say that people now taking offence, taking the mick out of my learning disabilities, which is not my problem. I have to live with that.
On a positive note, what did you think of that game?
Well, we're all right. We weren't the best, but we're just all right.
A lot of positive attack in there, which was pretty decent to see at last.
A lot of attacking.
My only fault was having with bloody Carl Darlow there. Worst player on the pitch for me.
Yep, me as well. My man of the match today was Joelinton.
It was actually my man of the match as well. Could not believe I actually had to say that. Joelinton, what a different player he looks.
Even though at the end he should have scored, but he slipped. He slipped at the vital moment, at the vital time.
Yeah, I would have thought he could have like maybe swiveled round and just tapped the ball to someone else when he was on the ground, but he just seemed to stay motionless for a while there. Evening, Charles. Hope you're well. don't give the trolls a time on live cast. That's just what they want. Well, yeah, you're just fueling them. They're to fuel them to carry on doing what they do.
Yeah. I realized that this morning when I actually read it to PD, and I thought to myself, well, why am I reading it? I'm giving them what they want. I'm giving them airtime.
No disrespect to those who had dealings with them, of course. Ryan in the house. Hey. Hope you're doing well. Charles. Sweeney. I love Jolie. What a performance. Hey, Paul's in the house. I can't believe it, Paul. I mean, Jesus Christ, I cannot believe it. I can't believe that I have to say that. He was the man of the match.
Well as well.
What an amazing freaking performance. That is how you see Brazilians play. And wow.
Paul's going through it at the time.
Yeah, I know. I've been reaching out to him to make sure he's okay. I've got plenty of spaces on here if you want to jump on. Hey, Paul.
I hope he's okay, but
I'm a man trapped in an obese woman's body. Any advice? You're beautiful how you are. That's as best advice I'm going to give to you. Evening all. Hey, Jack. Sorry. Hope you're well. Well, there you go. Thanks for reaching out. Appreciate it. No worries. Always look out for friends.
Yeah, me too, Paul. I hope you're all right.
Never met you. You're too far away from me, but still.
No, I've never met the guy either, but I
still consider you a friend.
I suppose he's a well known guy in Newcastle.
He is. I mean, everyone knows him. Everyone loves him.
And my heart goes out to him and his fiancée for what they're going through. Trying to wreck his relationship, and it's just not working. So these trolls need to stop.
They do. But as always, karma is a bitch, and karma will catch up to them. And when they catch up to them, they'll get what's coming to them, and that's them. We've rightly deserved. Enjoy life and make the best of what you have. Hope you're okay, Paul. You're the man. He is the man. If it wasn't for Paul, I would never be doing YouTube. So I have a lot to thank him for that.
He got me into YouTube as well.
Cheers, David. Doesn't matter if we haven't met. Friends are friends. Exactly. You're all friends at the end of the day. We all look out for each other.
I hope to meet them one day, but
the only way I'm probably going to meet him is if he comes down here for one of the away matches. I'll have to do a John Sinclair and take a blank book and pen so he can sign an autograph for me. Fuck the trolls, Khan will get the bath. They will.
Come on, Paul. Come on the show.
Fuck the trolls. Exactly. But yeah, I thought that was an amazing game. I thought I was going to have to call an ambulance in that first half. It was so energetic. I couldn't believe what was going on. Amazing. The sales is still rubbish, but he got the opener. Darlow,
how the hell he got that? How the hell he got the head on that?
It just reminded me of Spurs, the way we started early. We went in front, and then 67 seconds later, Ivan Toney, written in the books, a former player has to come back and score against us. 67 freaking seconds it took. And how Darlow
had the second.
Darlow near post. What? You can't even freaking get it. I have Darlow to blame for those first 2 goals, and Lascelles obviously goes down with an own goal, again costing us points there. He's cost us 2 penalties at the start of the season. He's got an own goal tonight. He's really costing us. He's cost us roughly what? 7 points, maybe. That is the difference that could get us out of this relegation.
You cost me free, did you?
But I was impressed with that attacking. It's what we've been wanting to see.
Oh, well, all about attacking is just defending. Why the fuck you played Clark?
I thought Clark had a pretty okay game. It's Lascelles that was mainly doing all the freaking mistakes and everything. And I didn't really want Richie playing now. I'd rather have Lewis. Murphy did okay. I thought he was fine. I'm glad to see him back in the side. Fraser, when he came on, perfect, beautiful cross that he did.
But now we're just gonna hope we'll get 3 points against Arsenal.
If we play anything like we did tonight, and we can sort that defense out, and we have Eddie in the dugout for that, the way that Arsenal have just been beaten 4-0 against Liverpool, we could probably get something against them. We could probably get something.
They're not having the best. They're not having the best of runs either. So you got half of their fan base slagging off the front line. So
that's most of the league now. They're moaning about Ollie. They're moaning about Arteta. No one can win. It is a brutal league.
Everyone's saying that Aubameyang shit. Everyone's saying Lacazette shit.
We was linked with Lacazette a fair few years ago before he went to Arsenal. Best way to win.
Lacazette was the best player on the park, mate. For them.
When tonight?
He was winning. He was winning them free kicks. He was winning them. He was trying to do stuff, but it just wasn't working for him.
They got too many old players, and they sold their best young talent to us. Best way to keep winning is to go out and succeed.
Wouldn't it be fantastic if he goes back to Arsenal?
Oh, if he goes to Arsenal and grabs a goal, or even grabs the winner. Oh, Willock winner.
Bangs in 1 goal to win the game.
That'd be something. That'd be scenes. You'd see riots happening.
And
it's going to be at the Emirates as well, so that's going to be going to be even more fun.
And see the Geordie singing about Willock.
Oh
my life!
He's one of our own now.
That's what we'll be singing. One of our own.
Great game, but how long can we go playing Richie, Darlow, Clark, Lascelles? I know Clark, Lascelles, Richie all need to be dropped. So does Darlow.
Darlow, man, my life. If you're not going to get your full body behind that, you're not going to save that.
Exactly. We've said it time and time again. We said it last season. Darlow puts in great performances, and as soon as Dubravka is fit and ready, Darlow starts making those mistakes because he knows he's under pressure. The same thing we're seeing now. Dubravka is back. He is raring to go. He kept a clean sheet on international duty. Why didn't he start?
I just don't know why he didn't start.
I'm editing my reaction video right now and looking after a poorly little girl with COVID. Oh, no. Okay. Hope she gets better soon.
Hope she gets well soon, Paul.
Hey, Michael. Hey, Trolls. Michael, it's okay, Paul. Hey, Tangy. Let's best Arsenal instead. Their defending was awful tonight against Liverpool. Yeah, 4-0. I mean, come on.
If they can play that defence against us, that'll help me.
We got another guest here. We got Annie. Hey.
Hello.
How we all doing? Got a nice little draw yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, point. Yeah, probably should have won, but yeah, I'll take the point. Yeah,
probably should have won. It doesn't. I would. I kind of have Blackburn down for a win now. I think they're quite a strong side.
They are a strong side, but I'll take a point.
I think I had Blackburn on my bet. No.
Did you come from behind or did you take the lead?
Took the lead. They scored on 75. Yeah.
Oof.
Should have won. We missed a great chance on like 84 as well. Should have won the game.
Not bad. You was at home as well, wasn't you?
Yeah. That's.
Blackburn
We've won one home game in 19, I think. One home game in 19.
Eesh.
Yeah.
Going for the Steve Bruce there of 1 in 22 or something.
To be fair,
the only team that let us down on my bet was Blackburn. 125 quid I've lost.
But yeah, we've unbeaten 2 at home though. Unbeaten in 2 at home.
So you're getting your home form back. Slowly. Got to work on that away form.
I wish we were getting my home form back. I wish we were getting my form back.
Well, based on that fault, based on tonight's game, it won't be long for that to happen with the way that game happened, the way it went. Did you manage to catch any of the Newcastle game? Or
watch the highlights. You're going down. I'm sorry, but you're going down. The defending for the 3 Brentford goals is horrendous. It's so bad. It's just so bad. I think Norwich are definitely going to improve for me. I think they're going to pick up some form. I think they've got you. They've got Wolves. Two good games there.
We've got Arsenal and
we've got Arsenal and then we've got Norwich. Yeah.
They've got Wolves then us.
So I think Norwich are going to improve slightly. I think Burnley are showing signs of improvement. I think they're scoring more goals now, which is good for them. I think Leeds will get out of it. Overall, I think maybe Watford. I think Watford might be the only team who will get sucked into it, and Norwich, along with you.
After that 4-1 win over United.
I still think not. I still think Watford will struggle, to be honest, because they've got some poor defenders in terms of not being able to defend, and they're missing one of their key centre backs. I think for the whole of the season, which is not good for them. I think Leeds will definitely get away from there. Villa will move out, and the fact that you're already 5 points off Leeds with the worst goal difference, I think that's not good. I think the fact is you're the only team in the 92 not to win a game, and and we're nearly in December, and that's not good. I think you're done. I think if the gap grows any bigger, I think you'll be done probably by Easter. But at this rate,
if Leeds were to beat Tottenham tomorrow, that'd be an 8-point gap. Don't see it happening, but there is that fault. Oh, it's not.
We just need Tell them to do a huge favour tomorrow.
We need that January window. That's what we need.
I don't think the owners will spend tons of money in the window, to be honest.
If we can make about 2 or 3 signings.
I think you will, but
She always said you.
But just I don't know. Look at QPR. Not this season when they were in the Premier League. They signed a ton of players for high wages, high amounts of money. They dropped in a few world-class players in there. Didn't work out. Why? Because there was no cohesion within the team and they didn't fit the style. I think if you sign players which Eddie Howe wants and who Eddie Howe wants to sign and fits his style of play, I think that will be good. But if you just sign not random but high class players on high wages and you still don't stay up, then you're royally fucked. Because I'm sorry, you're royally fucked. Because if you sign, I don't know, Aaron Ramsey, James Tarkowski, and Connor Cody, let's say those are 3 big name signings you get in January, and you still get relegated, you'll have to sell all of them, and players and teams might not want to take them. Teams might not want to pay the big money that Newcastle will demand and the players will demand in terms of wages. They've just been relegated. And if you don't get them off the wage bill, the EFL will come after you. And that's one. You'll be deducted points for profit and sustainability because the player wages are ridiculous. They just can't be sustainable in the Championship. And you will probably suffer because of that. And if you can't get them off the wage bill in the Championship, then you're already screwed. Unless you are Fulham, for example, who are still playing a £30 million player in the Championship and are looking to get promoted, you're done. You're done because you can't possibly make an excuse or possibly find a way to get through that when you've got 1 or 2 players on ridiculously high wages, even for Premier League, in playing in the Championship with other players around you on Championship wages.
Oh well, you're right there. I mean, we'll have to sell Dwight Gale to Bristol City for about 80 mil, something along those lines.
Yeah. 80 mil, reasonable price there. Jeff Hendrick for 120 mil.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
We're throwing him. Yeah.
I think Burnley will be after him.
Re-sign him.
Yeah.
We'd get a nice little profit from them. Got him for free anyway, so if we sell him for £1, we get a profit.
A Fredo bar. Over the price of this.
Fredo bar, that keeps going up in bloody
Jason,
price.
The price of this.
So like,
this is 60p.
60. Jesus Christ. Did you manage to see our attacking? Was you impressed with the attacking style we were using?
Yes and no, because I know what Jason Tindall does in terms of letting players like Alan Saint-Maximin, Wilson, and Joe Linton express. And I was really not surprised when Newcastle fans were raving about Joe Linton because Joe Linton was playing down the left-hand side. And if you know Dan Juma, the Bournemouth winger, who Newcastle were linked with actually, you'd know that he was down the left-hand side and he was Bournemouth's best player by a mile. So I think if Tyndall gets his idea across to Howe, which I think will happen because they've been there a long time, and I think if he gets his ideas of their left-hand side across to Howe, I think Joe Linton will thrive and flourish. But I think there was certain times where I thought, right, you've got the attacking core. We know that. The defense, though, is shocking. It's awful. Lascelles, still think Lascelles has got the quality. I just don't think he's showing it. Because he showed that under Rafa Benitez, and you don't just lose that quality unless you become really fat like me. You don't lose that quality. You don't. You need a manager to get the best out of you, and I don't think unfortunately for me, I'm not sure if Eddie Howe is the guy to take Jamal Lascelles and Kieran Clark, maybe Fabian Schär, to just that step forward and make them into viable Premier League defenders who are going to start every week in a mid-table Premier League side who are competing with every team in the league. I don't think that's the level of Jamal Lascelles when he's not under the right management that suits him. When under Rafa Benitez, he was perfect. Benitez wanted his team to play at the back. Lascelles did that. When Lascelles was asked to defend, he did that perfectly. Bruce wanted him to defend too deep at times. Didn't ask him to play at the back, and now he's really, really struggling. I'm not sure Eddie Howe's the guy as well. Kieran Clark.
He needs to go.
Kieran Clark, to be honest, I don't think he doesn't make. I think he's got 100 Premier League appearances. I don't think a player of any quality makes 100 Premier League appearances in the top flight of the league and is utterly woeful. You have to have some amount of quality. And again, I think it's a similar situation to Lascelles. If Eddie Howe is the guy to get the best out of Kieran Clark, it's a boost for Newcastle. But I'm just not sure if Eddie Howe's ideas are going to come across soon enough to Clark and Lascelles, because I just don't think that's going to happen. Unfortunately, I think Newcastle are going to pay for it, because we've got to remember, if there are still 3 relegation spots available, and even if Newcastle are within touching distance, but carry on with some pretty average, mediocre relegation-ish form, they're going to go down because of the fact that there are 3 relegation spots, and presumably teams like Villa, Leeds, maybe Watford, I think Burnley will pull away as well. All those teams pull away, then I just don't see Newcastle catching up.
Yeah, I think we just need to send Lascelles back to Nottingham Forest.
No, Forest will be glad. Forest will gladly have him. They struggled against Andy Carroll today.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
No, seriously.
On one leg.
Mate, seriously. Andy Carroll came on 56 minute for Reading. Reading were dominant after that. They were woeful up until that point. Straight after Andy Carroll came on, instant switch. Reading were brilliant against Forest. Genuinely, Andy Carroll effect.
Jesus Christ. AC9 coming up. I think there were only three poor performances today. Darlow, Lascelles, and Longstaff. Surprised he stuck with Richie out of position. From what I was watching, it looked like a 3-4-3 formation. So I think he was playing Richie in his right position as a. What was he? He was on the left side of midfield.
I saw some Newcastle fans tweeting, "Oh, I can't wait to see Eddie Howe pick. I can't wait to see Saturday 2:00. I see the team line up and it's a 4 at the back." And this was on like during the international break, and I was like, "Yeah, nah, that's not going to happen." Because with the fact that Newcastle have stuck with the 5 at the back and been persistent with it, I just don't think they're gonna revert from it so soon. Let's not forget Jason Zindel, who's part of the backroom staff, played a 5 at the back at Bournemouth when he left, so surely he's going to have a say in the formation as well. So I just didn't think, right, this is going to change instantly. I didn't think Richie would be dropped. Pretty much the same lineup, really, but apart from Fabian Schär. But yeah, I was quite surprised Newcastle fans were expecting Eddie Howe to change it up instantly. When I thought, I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, at least we're decent up front. I have hope. Yeah, so Joelinton, I'm still amazed at his performance. That's the performance you actually do see from Brazilian type players.
Mm-hmm.
ASM was brilliant. A couple of times you saw the old ASM where he took it on himself without passing. He had plenty of opportunities to pass to other players, but he put in a
Scored a wonderful goal.
And a beautiful cross from Ryan Fraser there.
We're starting to see the real Fraser, I think.
The Fraser of old with the whole Fraser Wilson connection. I said last week a draw today, and when at the Emirates, well, could have very really lost it after the Cells got their own goal, but luckily ASM managed to get that equaliser.
Frank the Tank.
Ah, yes. Yeah. Longstaff was poor when he came on. He's done at this club. He's no good even before the takeover. I'd give him a little more time with Eddie Howe because Eddie Howe does like working with the youngsters. So if not,
I don't see why he's going to fit into the side.
We'll most likely see Longstaff drafted out, and most likely see Elliot Anderson come into the side. Wouldn't mind seeing him breaking.
I don't think Elliot Anderson is the answer really, because you need some experience to stay up, and I don't think he will provide that.
You never know. Kids can always come on and do anything. And Alan Hansen said you can't win anything with kids. And what did Man United do? So Longstaff in January, he's not good enough anymore. Yep, send him to Man United to see if they still want to give us 50 mil for him. Or do a trade deal for Donny van der Beek. Happily do that.
I would happily do that.
Longstaff. Would you give Matty a chance when he comes back off loan?
No, he hasn't done it. He hasn't done it at Scottish. He hasn't done it at Scottish.
You'll get rid of
Scottish
both.
League, so he's not going to do it in the Premier League.
Sell Lascelles, Clark, and Longstaff in January. Yep. Hi, Charles, Ryan, Annie in the house. That sugar drink will not help Annie sleep.
I think people say that a lot, but it does for me. I just don't have a problem with it, so I can drink. I've had many a drink before bed. It just doesn't bother me.
I checked the match stats. Way better. Reading for the tune.
Reading.
Well, it's still spelt the same. Even lads, hey Matthew. If we don't beat Norwich and Burnley, then we'd add those two have to be 6 points.
And I think that's what you did so well last season in terms of staying up, because you didn't. Apart from Sheffield United, you didn't lose to a team down near the bottom.
I think we'll get out of it.
You didn't lose to a team down near the bottom, but now you've drawn against Brentford, you've drawn against Southampton, you've drawn against Leeds, you drew against Watford, you've yet to play Norwich in 2 weeks' time. Fine,
but he goes on to say.
Well, of course he does. Of course he does. But yeah, I think. Yep. But the fact that you didn't lose to any of the teams down near the bottom, apart from you,
give Darlow back to Nottingham Forest as well.
I probably would keep him as a backup. I think not if Forest can have Mark Gillespie.
Poor Nottingham Forest, my God, being targeted and slandered in this video.
The sales dollar will need to be dropped. Yep, everyone's saying the same thing. I still think we'll stay up, but by the skin of our teeth. Some surprise results, second half of the season, 16th. It may push on after the window, depending on who we can bring in.
We always seem to pick up points in the second half of the season.
If Howe was there, we would have won. Might have been the same result regardless, because Tyndall was on the phone to Howe a few times. Maybe if Darlow had, if Dubravka had started, maybe that could have resulted in a possible.
It would be a totally different game if Dubravka had started.
Could have been maybe a 3-1 or a 3-2 victory there. I know that first goal that Darlow conceded.
Half of them goals that Burnley scored.
Trust the process was staying up.
Dubravka would have get his full body behind them.
Any players we sign will have relegation clause in their contract. Yep. Joe Willock has a relegation release clause in his contract. So if we go down, Joe Willock's free to go.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he went to
Nottingham Forest.
well, yeah, no, actually no. I wouldn't be surprised if we went to like if
you're probably going to keep going, brother.
Chris Willock is very good, to be fair. Chris Willock is a very good player, but I can see him going to a relegation threatened team again.
Jolinton at the end, for fuck's sake, that slip, I didn't like the time it took for someone to pick up that ball when he slipped down. Would have given him enough chance to just swing his body round, tap the ball to someone, and we could have actually got a goal out of that. I didn't like that, but other than that, he was definitely man of the match for me.
The fact that your bottom makes me chuckle, to be fair, because
what's wrong with my bottom?
Huh?
What's wrong with my bottom?
No. The fact that Newcastle, that Newcastle United Football Club, are bottom of the English Premier League makes me chuckle because that shows that you're a worse team than Norwich. And let's be honest here, Norwich are very good.
Put them out. Put them in the penalty box.
That's what the league tables. That's what the league table says. That's what I'm saying. But
any player that signs for us should not be signed if they want a relegation clause in their contract. Could be the only way that it gets them to sign.
We'll be all right when we get Conor Cody.
I'm sorry. Why would Conor Cody want to leave Wolves? Why would Conor Cody want to leave Wolves for Newcastle right now? Tell me, why would he want to get relegated? Why would he want to leave? Why would he want to leave Wolves when Wolves are sixth at the moment? Wolves are sixth.
They beat West Ham today, and all.
Yeah. He's part of a team. He's the captain of the football club. Why would he leave?
To be captain of a better football club, obviously.
Yeah.
To be part of a project that's going to happen in Newcastle.
Same thing with Wolves. They've got a project going on. They've got a new manager now who plays a formation which suits Conor Cody, and he's fitting into there perfectly. And Wolves are putting results on the pitch, which Newcastle aren't doing.
And come to a bigger city, a bigger club.
Why? Oh God.
The Sales wasn't great under referee, not as bad as he is now, though. Centre backs are way too slow. They're too old.
I think you need to sack Eddie Howe and then bring in Chris Houston.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. For someone that is really against Nigel Pearson at the moment, Pearson has your cover picture.
Let's shut him up.
I'll go on there about 5 minutes. It's just been changed.
I'm off. Goodbye. I'm off.
Jolinton was good first half. Went missing a bit in the second half. Should have scored at the end. He covered every grain of grass.
That's Bristol City, who was sitting 18th in the table.
You're bottom, mate. You can't say anything.
The man himself there. Hello, me was man of the match today. Indeed you was. Indeed you was. Look at that passion right there. That man. Dude, I salute you.
Legend.
What a game you had. Want more of that from now on.
Still couldn't beat
More of
Brentford.
that.
But he's doing extra training sessions. That's the thing.
Carry on doing those extra training sessions. Carry on performances like that.
Definitely.
Joe Linton was outstanding today. Definitely man of the match. Exactly. I think everyone has got to say Joe Linton was man of the match there.
Still couldn't beat Brentford.
Still couldn't beat Blackburn.
Well.
Brendan Rodgers will be Man United manager. Oh, I can't see him going there.
You got Stoke on Stoke on Wednesday night. Oh.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Well, at least when you lose, you can leave with a pot.
Oh god.
At Ashton Gate.
I think we can win away at Arsenal and Leicester. I don't know about Leicester, but Arsenal, I think we can definitely get something from them.
Yeah, that's wishful thinking for a side who's bottom of the Premier League.
If we offer Connor Cody 150 grand a week, he will leave Wolves.
He will not leave Wolves.
Yeah.
The team who are going to get relegated.
I don't know if
I'm
he's
not going to
worth
get
that
relegated.
much. I don't know if he's worth. I don't know how much is he actually on now.
No idea.
Exactly. No idea. Jeez.
We're not going to get relegated.
Have Bristol City ever been in the Premier League?
No.
So be quiet.
Will you ever get into the Premier League?
No.
Yes. Soon, hopefully.
Soon,
No,
hopefully.
because they're
You really
a
think
bottom
hopefully?
mediocre side.
Newcastle are bottom of the league.
Yeah. But what league?
And he
At least
sends
we-
me
at least
this.
we- at
He
least we're
sends
in
me
it.
this. Look at that. Look at that.
Exactly. Look
Get
at that.
it.
Look at that.
You
At least we
beauty.
drew with them.
We beat them.
That one's Bristol.
We beat them, mate.
You can tell because one's a little birdie and one's a little stinger.
Oh.
89th minute winner, by the way.
89th minute winner. So you had to wait till the last minute to attempt to beat him.
Exactly.
You literally didn't even beat them.
Oh, it felt like a win. It felt like a win.
Felt like a win. Didn't win though.
Where is Bristol? Is it a gravy?
Oh my god.
Bristol. Wilson looked off pace today. Do you think?
Yeah, I reckon he was off pace a little bit.
Yeah. Didn't look as hungry as what he usually is.
After they play Stoke, we'll play Derby.
Yeah, and I'll be hoping for some points there.
Let's Derby
Yes.
getting some points back on the board.
There's another 3 points for Derby.
Leicester are shit at the moment. Yeah, but they'd still probably turn us over. Cody will probably be on 50 grand a week.
Probably close to that, to be fair, because Wolves have been in Europe, haven't they?
Yeah, true. Money talks, Annie.
Well.
And if players will go to low level leagues in China to earn more money, why wouldn't they risk relegation for money?
Because you don't want a relegation on your CV, especially if you're young and you want to play in the top divisions.
Yeah,
I'd understand it if you were old, and especially with Connor Cody, who'd be looking to get a place in the World Cup. Why would he want a relegation on the CV?
True, and when you're relegated, you ain't gonna see much International time.
And unless
Yeah,
you're
but
Sam
what
Johnson,
about
who's somehow frauding his way to the World Cup.
what about if he comes? If he comes in January, right, and we start picking up results and we get out of that bottom three, would he not become a more selective player for the England squad because he's getting out of the crap?
Well, no, because we're not a part of the Big Six, and I only ever go for the players' names and not how they.
No, not necessarily,
form.
because he's already come out and said that Wilson's not finished in the England squad yet. He's still got a chance to be in the England squad. He just needs to pick up performances and stay fit.
I guarantee Wilson could probably go on and grab 30 goals from now until the end of the season, and he still would not be in the England squad. He would still not be in the England squad because he doesn't play for a Big Six side. Harry Kane would still be in front of Callum Wilson.
Why do you think Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice, Connor Cody have all been selected? Because they've been playing well. Jack Grealish before he moved to Man City. Why do you think? Because they've been playing well. If Callum Wilson turned up, he'd be playing well. He'd be in contention. He's not. He's playing for a team near the bottom of the league. Oh God.
Bristol's no, ew. Oh, no. not on the fish. No. A lot of players care more about money than having relegation on their CV. Passionate ones, yes. Well, actually, no, money. Oh God, he's naked.
No.
You're just woken up.
No, I just got home from work and I watched the rest of the game. It's just really dark.
I've already sent it. Calvin Phillips got called up for England before he played a second of Premier League football.
I still think we would get Connor Cody.
One thing I gotta say is this defense is going to cost us big time, man.
It is. We need an entire defense overhaul.
And Darlow as well. How has he not saved that?
Oh, you didn't get full body.
Which one? The first, second, or third?
The second.
That's the first one that annoys me the most. Right at the near.
Or no, the first one. Yeah, sorry.
Because he didn't get his full body behind it.
No, the second goal would have been preventable if you had an actual right back.
What the hell? Stop. Oh my God.
Joe Linton says Ryan just finished knocking one out. Thought Darlow was questionable for all of the goals, to be honest. That first one, I don't know how he didn't
I don't think he could do anything about the second goal. I think that was just Jacob Murphy not being a proper right back.
But he still shouldn't have come out on off his line.
Shelby and Willock didn't track back at all. Oh, no.
I thought Shelby was pretty decent.
Shelby was pretty decent.
Yeah.
Definitely showing his old reason why he called him the best passer in the game, because the passes that he produced was brilliant.
Yeah.
That one he played the AFM all my life.
Yes. Yeah.
He was giving our attackers like a whole lot of service, which was good.
Why you're not in your usual setup?
I don't know, just not now.
Shelby was at fault for the own goal. If you watch it again, well, I think Lascelles was at fault for the own goal because he scored it.
Yeah, it went down as an own goal as well, didn't it?
Oh, man, yeah. Ryan Fraser, what a quality ball for the third goal too. That was such a nice cross.
That was hit perfectly.
I don't know about you guys, but I think man of the match for me, it's debatable between Joe Linton and Shelby.
It's Joe Linton for me. What a performance!
Yeah, I thought ASM was
Exactly how you-
awful the first half, but he woke up the second half.
Yes. He was. It's like he was just warming up and getting into gear, and he was away. Joel Linton is just. Who was that player out there? Who was that Brazilian that we have not actually seen?
I had high hopes for him, especially with Eddie Howe coming in, and I feel like he's going to get the best out of him too.
Yeah, doing extra training, and you can see it's paying off. If we can get more performances out of him that way.
What were the other results today? What did Norwich win?
Yeah,
Norwich won, so we do go bottom of the table.
No.
5 points adrift.
Oh
What are
my
you
god.
shaking your hands for, Annie?
Pardon?
What are you putting your hands in the air for?
I'm just very happy.
That is not good.
Yep, 5 points adrift, bottom of the table. If Leeds win tomorrow, then we go 8 points.
There's no way Leeds win tomorrow, man. It doesn't help today that, like I was at work today, and like I had my phone airplane mode. Like I didn't want anything spoiled. And some guy at work he's an Arsenal fan. He's telling me that Man United got thumped 4-1 against Watford.
Yeah, they did.
Oh my god. That doesn't help us either because they're basically rivals for us.
It was Donny van de Beek that got their own goal, and I think he started on the bench as well.
Uh-huh. Oh god. Well, at least see the thing is, even under Steve Bruce, the Arsenal away and home, I always felt like we could actually go at them because they've been crap for years. And like I was watching the Football Terrace yesterday, and all their fans were gassing up like that they're gonna be able to compete with Liverpool, and I just saw now they got destroyed 4-0. Like that's not surprising either.
Just going by that, you just think if we put in a performance like we have today against Arsenal, we can definitely go there and get something.
That's what I mean. We have to go at our Arsenal. I don't rate them, man. Like there's nothing special. Like it's just they got fans that overhype their players. Like from what I see on Twitter all the time.
Lacazette is no Thierry Henry.
Aubameyang's basically done.
They were flagging the front line off of the night there. I was watching the watch along.
Jonathan man of the match first half. ASM man of the match for me. We seriously need those 3 points. Needed, yes.
Yeah.
If Lascelles never got their own goal, we may have actually got those 3 points.
That literally felt like a FIFA game. It was just back and forth like a basketball game almost too.
It was. I think the commentators were enjoying it so much.
Uh-huh.
They were going. They were like, "This is the best game that we've commentated on. It's like end to end stuff."
I forgot who was commentating for my game, but it was a Scottish guy and some other guy, and then he was screaming, saying, "Joe Linton, pull the trigger!" Like, but yeah, Joe Linton should have fired it near post, but he had to take a touch, and then, oh my god, it just had to be.
You would have thought he would have just hit that first time. Whether it goes over or not, you've had a chance, and you're going to get praised for it. Ryan, where do you work?
I work at a grocery store.
We're going to need some results against the big teams. Well, Christmas is coming up, so we're going to get those big teams. Hey Norris, welcome to the chat in John's terms.
I think the way we approach Brentford is the same way we got to approach Arsenal too.
We have to.
We can't be.
And hopefully we should have Eddie Howe back in the dugout for that one.
As long as like Eddie Howe figures out like Smith Rowe and that Smith Rowe is like their main threat, I'd say we could easily go at Arsenal.
It's only 7. It's only 7 days.
Oh god, that game's at 7:30 in the morning for me.
Yeah, it's afternoon kickoff.
Yeah,
Mary show it's only 7 days.
Well, they said he was only going to miss the first game, so he should be better for Arsenal.
Hopefully, a change of.
Yeah.
See, even when we played 5 at the back today, it felt like way more attacking. Like, don't get me wrong, I think 5 at the back still does not work, but like you can just tell the impact Eddie Howe has already had.
Yeah, in those 2 weeks, you saw a difference. You saw there's a plan in motion.
He should be back for the Norwich game.
See, the thing is, it wasn't actual like hoofball. Like, it was, but like, it was strategic almost. Like Shelby was the guy to do it, but like, our players were open the whole time, and like he was doing it from like the halfway. Like, he basically, in my opinion, he like controlled the midfield that game.
Because it goes from a dirty test to positive, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so that was last night. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9's Arsenal. 10's the Sunday. That's his last year. So he's back for the Norwich game. So he misses Arsenal game.
I hope not. I hope not. We're going to need to go on a 10-game win streak to stay up if we don't pick up points soon.
Yeah, we have to go on some kind of win streak.
What are you shaking your head for, Annie?
Because just remember that you're in a relegation battle. You're not on a title charge. You're a relegation battle. Teams around you are not going to win 5 in a row. Every 10-15 games.
Yeah, but we've got.
They're going to pick up points. They're going to pick up points, but they're going to pick up points slowly. Pardon?
We've got to play the teams we're around with. We've got to play likes of Norwich, Burnley. If we can pick 3 points out of each of them, that puts them back on the mire.
But I wouldn't go to the extent of 10 game winning streak. Maybe a 4.
I wasn't being literal though.
I take things very literally, very, very literally. But
okay,
stop it.
With the way Arsenal's been playing and their performance today, do you think we could get something out of them?
Don't make an argument. You're bottom of the league.
But do you think that we could get something from Arsenal?
No, not going to happen. Arsenal will have too much quality. I'm sorry. No, not going to happen.
The only quality they've got is Emil Smith-Rowe. He's the only one that's actually doing anything.
Let's just forget about Aubameyang, Lacazette, Odegaard, Partey.
They're nothing.
Ooh, yeah.
They're nothing.
They've not been performing for a long
They're
time.
all overrated to me.
If that was Wilson instead of Jollett, then we would have won. If you're on about the slip, then maybe. Other than that, Jollett.
The salt that won the asset.
Too bad John's in Italy. He probably could have grabbed a pre-match game video of Lee Gunner.
Away, John. Come and have a chat.
Where's Chippas tonight?
He's getting his new internet installed, so he isn't going to be back until next week. But he's going to be doing the live preview that I do on Thursday in the morning.
Okay.
So, where the fuck is Fede Fernandez? He was left out again. He wasn't even on the bench. Really want to start seeing him back in the side. He needs to be back in the side.
There's no reason not to.
Probably fitness.
Surely he's had 2 weeks.
No way.
Under Eddie Howe. He can't be unfit.
There's no way he's not fit. He's been in the squad the whole time.
Isn't there? Remember, his son played against us. Remember, son played against us.
Who? Hyunmin's son?
I
thought you were talking about someone's son.
I'm not saying a 10-game win streak is realistic. It just might be needed to keep us up.
Go back to that last comment.
I'm lost on that one. I don't know.
I
don't know what he means.
How far away from donations are you? I'm very far away.
Don't you need 1,000 subs?
I need 1,000. I'm only like on 139, so I'm very, very far away. I may have to like pin a little PayPal thing along, maybe. Gonna be hard for us to get results against Arsenal.
Yeah, like that game will be hard, but we have to go at them.
I'm further than what you are. I'm only picking 24. But I've just started.
Well, I'm on 139, so.
I'm in the middle. I'm like 81.
I've overtaken you.
You got more subscribers than
Remember,
I'm on here half the time.
wasn't supposed to play when he tested positive. I get you. Son tested positive for COVID and he played against us.
So is Eddie Howe? Is he going to be able?
Should be ready for the Arsenal game.
David, he's got more subs than me because I'm on here half the time.
Yes, that is true. I must keep him away from his own channel.
It's like the Steve Bruce tactics.
Now, who others do I need? I need John. I need PD. I need Paul. I need all of them onto my channel. That brings everyone over and gives me all the subs. Ha! Blackmail.
If Paul's watching, come on.
Paul will be on his couch with his dog.
He's editing his video, looking after his daughter. She's got COVID.
He's just uploaded it actually, like 10 minutes ago.
Has he now? He's trying to steal my subs. You need 1,000 subs to receive donations. Yep, you need to hit that 1,000 before you can even start earning. You need 5,000 before you can make a living off of it. So you need to get those subs riled up.
That's what Adam Pearson's doing.
Well, he's got like what
12,000.
12,000. So he can definitely make a living off of that. 12,000 subs.
My charge 14,000 he's got.
See, he's one of the other people I found out through Paul as well.
Yes, I'd never even heard
but
of him.
I swear, like I heard his name before, probably because like he's got content.
You still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got 14,001 and 1K subscribers.
He's got 14,000. So he could easily make a living off of that. And there's poor little me on just 139.
Poor little me on 24.
I remember Paul on one of Paul's shows that he just bunged up a little
I was fucking no subscribers on my phone.
bunged up a little PayPal link before he hit 1,000 so people could make donations. So I might do the little same thing. Be sneaky. Why not? So by theory, they will prob test him Monday to see if he's negative. Probably closer towards the game. They'll give him another test.
I thought you had to self-isolate for 10 days.
Yeah, it's usually about 10 to 14 days that you're meant to isolate as soon as you've contracted it.
Yeah. Then you should miss the Arsenal game because that's only his 9th day.
But then you've also got to think about who has he been hanging around with as well at the club that needs to also isolate.
Are all our players even vaccinated too?
And there's that as well, because Cardano wasn't vaccinated when he came down with it, was he? Then he had to get it.
Not. I don't know. I don't think they really disclose that information.
Need more than 12k subs.
Remember Alan St. Maxim was out with COVID for like 2 months last season?
See, but
Yes, I remember that. And he even went back to Paris as well.
Oh, yeah.
10 days, if it's 10 days that he's got to isolate for, then you'll miss the Arsenal game because that's only his 9th day.
They'll most likely test him roughly around Thursday, Friday to see how bad he is. So we could see him. Don't put a dampener on it. We're gonna see our manager at long last.
No, but at least if we're saying for Norwich, it's a positive.
You'll be relegated by the time he's on the touchline.
So what, Bristol City? What? But Son tested positive
Sorry?
and wasn't supposed to play against us, but he did play. Yep, and he scored as well. I think as well.
Who's that?
Sure? Oh, Kane got a goal. I can't even remember who scored against us.
Son didn't test positive for COVID.
Yeah, he did. Oh, I don't know. I heard that from like Spurs fans.
Yeah, it was meant to be like Son and Mora, I think it was. They both played.
Son didn't test positive when he played against us.
Could have been the youngsters when it was revealed. But they didn't really reveal much though. But you say you only managed to catch the second half, Ryan?
Oh no, I watched the full game.
I watched the full game.
Yeah,
Was you impressed with the attacking style?
I was. Yeah,
Definitely something to see more of in the future instead of that always defending type of play.
yeah. It's just the defense, man. Like it needs repairing badly. Like I was mistaken during the summer. I thought like we're okay, but then like John kept saying we concede the most goals and like some kind of stat. And then like I just realized time went on. Like, yeah, like he's right. Like someone like Kieran Clark was good last year, but he was more of as like a fill-in squad player. This season he's played like every game. You just can't rely on him.
Yeah, it's. I found that out. Kieran Clark was doing well for us, and as soon as he signed his contract extension, his form went straight downhill.
Yeah, like he actually got us like fair. Like he gained us like quite a few share of points last season, but for this season, for me, it's Jamal Lascelles has been the worst. He's cost us so much points. Southampton, this game too.
West Ham.
Yes, most of the home games too, and they're all
tested
like
negative.
they're all at the end, the Milburn stand too. It's never the Gallagher. It's always the other end where something goes wrong with him. Deflected goal.
Had his test on the Friday of the game against Newcastle, and Son has tested negative, so he was allowed to play.
Let's just move on.
What was it? Yeah, he cost us against Southampton. We could have got 3 points there. It was those last few seconds. He gave away a penalty. West Ham, we could have had a draw.
Yeah.
Today, we could have had a win. He gets an own goal. So he's cost us roughly 7 points.
Exactly.
We need some centre-backs with pace. Yes, we need younger players. We need to start building the younger
That's just
squad.
the modern game now. Like you need fast, mobile centre backs.
We are quite heavily linked with Nicholas Sula, so I do hope that he can come in.
Yeah.
We're heavily linked with Axel Witsel as well.
Yeah, that's been one that's been named. You got to think about the age, but he is a pretty.
I saw
Trolls
Trolls was telling me that Jonathan David was linked with us. I don't believe that.
I have seen it once in the gossip column, but I've not seen or heard anything else since. That could be just gossip.
Yeah, we're years away from attracting him.
We need to build slowly.
Give
it a couple of years before that. We do not want Danny Simpson.
No.
He had his time with us. He did well with us. Then he moved on and won a freaking Premier League with Leicester.
Yeah.
We can win the Premier League with you. Go ahead. Go right ahead.
Who would you make
pass.
captain if Lascelles is dropped?
We'll pass on
wouldn't-
to the bridge for him now.
I wouldn't make a new signing captain because that would probably get jealousy amongst the current players. I'd probably maybe give it to
I'd give it to
Hayden.
Callum Wilson or Hayden.
Yeah, I think yeah, I'll give it to Hayden.
I think Callum Wilson understands the club enough to actually want to lead the team.
If a centre back isn't fast, they need to be very smart and experienced.
Do you guys when
I would give it to
Fraser and
Connor Cody.
Longstaff came on?
Yeah.
Do you guys know what the formation was when Fraser and Longstaff came on?
Yeah, we took what's his name, Fabian Schär off, so we think we reverted to a 4-4-2.
I think it might have been that or like a 4-3-3, but with like it was kind of like that, but like Ryan Fraser and Joe Linton were both right mids.
Went for a 4-4-2.
Yeah, that could have been the case.
It may have been. Yeah, I was a bit puzzled when I see two midfielders coming on and Fabian Schär's coming off. I'm like, what is going on here? So we were trying to do something out of it, but
I thought Longstaff was crap when he came on too.
Yeah, he didn't really change much. A beautiful cross from Fraser there for ASM's
Oh,
goal.
that was amazing. Fraser was putting in some good balls today, and we haven't seen enough of.
It made me laugh. Is that down in our penalty box when the ball was in the air, you can see Fraser trying to jump for it, and he's so small.
Yeah,
He had to do like a double jump to try and get
I
the ball,
almost
and he
got
still
mad
missed
because
it.
it's like, why are you trying to freaking play long ball to some guy that's 5'5" or whatever?
When you said it backs that can read the game, yes, they need to be able to read the game.
Here's the thing. Here's my argument almost to like players like Almiron that Paul thinks that's like kind of like not physical enough for the Premier League, but I think of it like if Ryan Fraser's he's small and he's physical enough, then anyone should be able to handle the Premier League.
Miggy was meant to come on at some point, but
Yeah.
I don't think that sub happened.
It didn't.
No, I heard about that too.
If you're playing Miggy, I have to think that if Miggy came on and we were playing the way we were, could we have seen a performance out of Miggy as well?
The way we're playing the game, it just seemed like give the ball to Fraser and put it in the box.
Pretty much. He's got a good cross on him, and you can pretty much guarantee it's going to be on someone's head.
I think for me, oh God, I can't remember. Oh yeah, no, I was about to say the last game Miggy played well, but he did well against Man United. But oh my, I can't even remember the last time he scored.
He's been non-existent in the last 3 games.
I don't. He hasn't scored this season.
The only one I could think of was West Ham last season at home.
I think that could
when
be
Emil Kraft gave him an assist. That's all I could think of.
Kraft. Jesus Christ.
I don't think Almiron scored this season. I don't think.
No, he's not. He's not scored at all this season.
No.
I wanted Lewis to start, but I thought Richie was decent today. Yeah, you saw him moving around a bit more. He was very vocal as always. He put in some decent crosses for once. He finally managed to beat the first man.
Yeah, but how sustainable is that from Matt Ritchie? None. That's why I want Jamal Lewis in.
Yeah, we all want Lewis back in. He's a natural left back, so we need that left back in. Almiron should feature soon again. This game today was too soon for him. If it was too soon for him, then why name him on the bench? I was at the game today. Yes, we know that. I was at the game today, and Aaron thought he was going to come on as soon as Maxi was down. I was thinking Maxi was going to come off there. He did start to limp towards the end.
Yeah.
You picked up after that, bud.
What did he get the yellow card for? Celebrating with fans?
Yeah, he went a bit over
fans.
the top. He went a bit over the top and went into the fans there. So he's got himself a little booking.
Okay.
Wilson deserved his booking right at the start of the second half, where he went on that challenge.
That was a game to forget for Callum Wilson.
Yeah, it's best
He
moves on.
He just couldn't get the basics right, and he missed that. Oh my God, I'm just thinking of the header he missed the first half, like the first 2 minutes.
I was out of my seat at that moment, and I was getting ready to celebrate. It just gone wide. I was like, oh, wow. Good start, but he should have finished that.
There's a lot of times today where St. Maximum literally got me off out of bed and like at the edge of my bed.
Been a lot of international breaks. Miggy playing for Paraguay has hindered his performances.
It says he scored a penalty when we played in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, in the shootout that we lost as well.
I wouldn't consider that a goal.
But he's a outfield goal. He's not scored since last season.
Does Miggy have any assists this season?
I think he may.
Yeah, he's got 2.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think no. I was about to say for Manquillo's goal at Old Trafford, but that was St. Maximin. St. Maximin's got the most goal contributions. I think he's like 3 goals, 4 assists or something.
Yeah. See what he scored.
That's why you can't drop him.
Nah, you can't drop him. When he's
No
not
way.
in the team, we ain't playing.
Yeah.
He has to be in the team. Wilson has to be in the team.
The only thing
Both.
that could rival St. Maximin now is we buy a winger that scores goals. I think that's the only way to take St. Maximin out of the team.
Who's going to want to come to us? That's the winger, and then that scores goals.
Oh yeah, like a few years' time if we manage to stay up this season, which still think we'll just about survive. Even regardless if like this is like I've felt this way since the beginning, I still feel that way. Like, I thought we'd just survive. With like 40 points being in like 16th, that was my prediction.
16th.
Yeah.
It could happen. It may happen. It may not even happen. With 5 points adrift as it is, we need to get those 5 points back as soon as possible.
Yeah. Well, remember we're in that scenario. I think it was our first season back in the Premier League with Benitez, and it was Dubravka's debut. We needed like a win to get out of relegation, and we beat Man United.
No, that was an amazing game. What a debut for him. And we saw our new number 1 right there and then.
Yeah.
And he was only on loan and we got him for like 4 mil.
That was an absolute bargain. What was that, 4 million too? A few months ago, I tried watching the highlights of that game, but like the footage is just so rocky, but it's good enough. I remember as a typical goal where we just it's a free kick. We put it in far post. Lejeune heads it down, and Matt Ritchie's there to put it in, and then we just defended for our lives.
Oh yes, what a goal that was!
Oh my God, yeah, that was such a huge win too.
Unfortunately, that was a Bruce management one as well. No.
No, it's Benitez.
Yeah, Benitez. Yeah, I'll think back when we beat Man United 1-0 under Bruce as well. Yeah, look,
the only defensive masterpieces I could think of from Bruce was when we beat Tottenham and we drew at Liverpool at home, 0-0.
Yeah. Beat Chelsea at home.
I'll be happy with a 0-0 this season.
We don't want draws. We want wins. We want to get 3 points.
That really summed up Bruce's first season. It's just scraping through 1-0s and it just papered over the cracks.
Yes, I remember that.
I thought of it today. Like I was thinking, like, man, Joe Linton's playing so good, but I remember 2 seasons ago, this guy was he was the lonely striker on like a 3 at the top or in a lone system of 5 at the back where you just play long ball to him. And you just get outmarked by like 3 center backs, and like you just wouldn't stand a chance. And it was only this season where we finally he's put in the right position. 2 seasons.
It's taken 2 seasons for the Eddie Howe's got in. Hang on, this guy played on the left wing for Hoffenheim. Let's try him now. Oh, look what you can do. There is a footballer there.
That's what I mean, man. Like, I don't care what anyone says, but Julian Nagelsmann's the best like young coach in the world for me. If he comes out and says that Joe Linton's been misused, or he actually gives him praise, then there's definitely a player in there.
Well, yeah, definitely.
It's just because most people thought he was a striker when he came, because he took the number 9, of course.
Well, yeah, it cost 40 million. Jeez.
Yeah,
he's probably paid back 5 million of that just by today's performance.
Yeah. He would have paid like triple that if we won the game.
Oh,
he would have been worth
the
full value if he took his chance at the end.
Would definitely have been worth John's 15 mil.
Oh, I need to find that clip from the Four Horsemen. Like I saw when Paul played it, like I was dying. Like I wasn't watching the Four Horsemen at the time. I didn't know Paul at that time, I guess. And then like it just felt so old school because the camera setups, like John with his crappy lighting.
Just asked him, how much would you get for Joe Linton? Oh, 15 mil. Okay.
Well, that's how I met most of the like you guys is through Sharky actually. I remember he was doing like those like phone in shows or whatever, like on Friday, like those typical ones, and I went on one time, and then John Ramley comes on, like his lighting was crap, and I was like, this guy doesn't sound like he's from Newcastle, and like just all this stuff, and then that one time when Sharky was doing a watch along, and Paul comes in, I didn't know Paul at the time. He just comes in and just starts ranting and getting all mad.
Paul ranting? Never. He
no more rants from Paul.
He doesn't rant. Never.
Paul never ranted, did he?
I've never heard him rant.
He's a happy guy all the time.
He's a happy chappy. He's the most lovable teddy bear you could ever have.
He's huggable. But piss him off when you're on the wrong side of Paul.
Well,
yeah, Dave, you do a good job at pissing off Paul, I find.
Especially with team selections, yeah.
I don't piss Paul off.
Sometimes he'll ask you a question and you just get a completely different answer. He's like, Dave, not that.
That's just banter, that man.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Paul managed to meet Malcolm McDonald.
Ooh.
Oh, nice one. Jealous.
Who's that?
Paul.
Jason, when's the last time you've been at a match? Newcastle match?
I have never been to a match.
Really?
Paul met who?
Malcolm McDonald. Super Mac.
Assuming that your dad's a Palace fan, like, do you live close to Selhurst Park?
Yeah, I roughly live about hour and a half, 2 hours from Selhurst, so it's not all that far.
Okay. Is that the closest Premier League ground to you?
Premier League ground, yes. The closest professional football ground I'm at is Charlton.
Charlton.
Charlton Athletic?
Yeah, Charlton Athletic. That's the closest one to me, which is about 20 minutes away.
Charlton won 2-0. Charlton 2-0 today.
Premier League stadium.
I always used to get confused between Cheltenham and Charlton.
Cheltenham. One's written about that long. The other's written about that long.
Cheltenham's closer to me.
I think I've been to Cheltenham before, to the horse track.
Bristol.
Oh. Honestly, don't want to be. I never want to go to Cheltenham ever again. Absolute shithole.
Read my comment. I can't understand whatever you're saying in those comments, so
I can read that actually. I can read it, but
I'm yet to go to a football match, but I'm kind of debating about if I want to drive 4 hours to Toronto to see a World Cup qualifier in like March or whatever.
Why not?
On the website, they're $25 a ticket. Yeah. And of course, Canada are top of CONCACAF, so like it's pretty
you're
special.
Second in CONCACAF, you're not top. You're second.
No, we're first.
No, you're not.
What? No, we're first.
Are you actually? I thought you were second.
No, we beat Mexico 2-1 the other day.
I thought the US were first.
But anyways, it's freaking huge because this is like the best time I've never had faith in Canada until recently. Because there's actually like good crop of players that have come through.
Yeah, what's that? You're second.
You're second.
What?
You're second.
You dropped down.
Okay, that's the wrong table, dummy. Haiti aren't there.
That's from 2011. Never mind.
You win them a second.
See, the way qualification is in North America is that
yes, you're top. Yeah.
It's like there's so many countries, right? So like it goes to like down the final phase is just 8 teams, and we're there. And the biggest teams is just Canada and US, of course.
Mexico.
I remember I was actually on Discord with Steve Machala watching the US-Canada game a few months ago. He was getting so pissed off with his manager.
He didn't watch along today as well. Popped in briefly just to say hi.
Oh yeah, he's doing that. He does that like full time for Newcastle Fans TV.
Yeah.
Are you doing the watch along next weekend?
I am doing the Arsenal watch along.
Oh, Arsenal.
Ask Annie if he can read the comment. Annie, could you answer the question?
What question? The one in Hindi. I can obviously. Obviously.
I'm guessing. Oh wait, go.
I ain't showing it in case it's offensive. So
it's not offensive. The first
offensive.
thing is that I know the first word is what. What is it? I'm guessing it's league. Oh no, sorry. Where is? Then it says Bristol City. In Annie's league. Where is Bristol City? Oh, where are Bristol? Oh, right. Where are Bristol City? They're in the Championship. They're 18th. Got there in the end.
I bet you guys are glad international break isn't for a while now.
Oh,
no,
glad
I'm not glad. I'm genuinely not glad. I'm hoping it comes back again soon.
Oh no.
Same.
No,
honestly,
I hate with a passion the international fucking breaks.
Honestly, I just want
no more to the new year now.
In fact, just end the season now. Just end the season now. Why not? Just end the season now. Newcastle finish
Fuck off,
bottom.
Bobby.
We survive. End the season now. End the season now.
Playing
I don't
against
care.
crappy countries with
Fuck
what
off.
was it? Didn't England beat San Marino 10-0 or something?
You
They are
only
the
won the-
lowest ranked team in the world. Why are we playing teams
No
like this?
way.
What I'm saying.
San Marino are like ranked
What I'm
257.
saying.
I
Oh
think.
my god.
Ami only wants to end it now because we're bottom of the league.
No. No.
San Marino like 257th. I think that's
It makes no difference
257
because
in
if
the
we go
world
down,
ranking.
we'll still thrash Bristol City.
Yeah.
Yo, Jason, I'm gonna take off now. My phone's at 1%.
No worries.
Yeah. All right, see ya.
Yeah, take care. See you later. Correct, Annie. I was asking you where Bristol City are in the league. They're 18th in the league. 18th and on their way down to League 2 or League 1.
Hey,
Well, they
League
can go to League 2 if they want.
League One.
Why not?
They're good.
Fuck it. Just forget League 1 and League 2. Just send them to the Vanarama National.
They'll be playing Gateshead.
Probably get beat by them as well. Mike Williamson's got them playing well. He's got them playing some decent footy.
They play Charlton midweek.
Yeah, cup game, yeah.
Yeah.
They got a replay of that one, didn't they? Did they get a replay, or did they lose?
No, the won. They got a replay against Altrincham, but they won the.
Oh yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
That's why they got the home tie. They got the home tie against Charlton.
Should be interesting. Is that at home or away?
I think it's at home.
Interesting.
It's at home. Gateshead International Stadium.
Long old journey for Charlton.
Right up to the northeast.
Yeah, that's about what. I say last time I went north. Furthest north I've been is to Burnley, so that was about a 6-7 hour drive. So going a little further, you're looking roughly about 8 hours. Jesus Christ, that's an 8 hour drive up there. Fuck that. Might as well get a plane. Go to Heathrow. Go to Heathrow and just land at Newcastle. Jesus, sod that. No way. I would not drive eight.
I think they've got. I'm not on an airport in Gateshead.
I don't know. Not been that far up. One day, eventually, I will. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed, do hit the thumbs up. Do subscribe if you're new. If you want to come on, let me
Gateshead
know.
won today.
I'll drop you a link. Gateshead won today.
Yeah, against Spennymoor Town 2-1.
Spennymoor. So that's like a. Is that like a derby? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Adam Campbell scored.
Former Toon. I remember him. He was breaking through the same time as Armstrong. He wasn't given much of a chance though.
Blythe Spartans won the day as well.
John should be happy with them. Good Blythe Butchers.
That's because they've sacked the manager.
Usually get turnarounds when the manager's gone. See, anyone else interested in jumping in?
I think Gateshead are 5th in the league.
5th.
Yeah.
So it could be on
Perhaps.
their route back to the Football League.
Yeah. Playoffs. To the National League. MK Dons wanted it.
It does. Also known as Wimbledon of old.
Yep. Charlton wanted here. At the Valley.
At the Valley, of course. Oh.
So how close are you to the Valley then, Jason?
Only about 20 minutes by train because the station's just the Valley's just outside the station. So it's actually not all that far.
Not bad.
And then just up the road from there is the Den where Millwall play. So it's not all that. I've got a few stadiums surrounding. I think AFC Wimbledon fans would disagree. MK Dons were the original Wimbledon because they moved from Selhurst Park when they shared the ground with Crystal Palace, and they had nowhere else to go, so they moved to Milton Keynes. So then they were changed, and they had to change their name to NK Dons because they couldn't be Wimbledon playing in Milton Keynes. You can look that up. I remember that very well because I used to stadium share with Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park.
Yep.
So MK Dons are the real and proper Wimbledon FC.
Yep, and that's because of Pete Winkelman. He got the priority to move them to Milton Keynes and form a dip. And the thing was they moved away and they took the Wimble bit off the Dons, but they kept the Dons bit.
Yep.
So they renamed it as MK Dons, Milton Keynes Dons.
I know the history. They would still disagree though. But isn't AFC Wimbledon fans? The A stands for the academy. So the AFC Wimbledon is the academy.
AFC Wimbledon, they formed in it was 2019, 2006 or something.
Yeah, and they started in the lower leagues, in the non-league, and worked their way up.
Yeah,
but it's meant that they're supposed to be the academy to
because
MK Dons, but they didn't want to stay as MK Dons. They wanted to originate and still be under the name of Wimbledon.
Yeah, they tried to say they were the real Wimbledon, but they're not.
They're not. No, they're not the real Wimbledon. MK Dons are the real Wimbledon. Ooh, banter.
I used to go watch MK when I lived up there. I had a season ticket. I actually went to the Stadium of Light and watched in the Carabao Cup. And we got beat in the 89th minute. 89th minute before Sunderland could break a League One side down. And they were in the Premiership then.
Always 89th minute. Always that dreaded 89th minute.
Were they in the Championship? They might have been the Championship side then. But they were higher than us. And we held them.
It's usually the case when it's a cup match. No one seems to be around. Everybody's hiding. So yeah, guys, in comments, what your thoughts on the game? You think it's going to happen against Arsenal? Do we think we're going to continue attacking and go at them?
I think we'll get something against them. You know, I really do. I
do.
I think it's written in the script that Willock will get the winner.
that would be stuff of dreams. That would, if we go to the Emirates.
This is what will happen. Right?
Take the game to Arsenal, and Willock ends up grabbing the winner. What will happen, right?
Wilson will get a goal in the 30th minute. Arsenal will equalise. We'll go in 1-1. We'll come out, and then we'll play around, and then the 89th minute, after the 89th, Willock steps up, free kick, top left hand corner, sends the way end wild.
Free kick. You think Willock's going to score a free kick?
And then Majority starts singing, "Willock is one of our own."
He is one of our own. He is one of our own. I love when he puts out his little tweeted videos. Come on, you Maggies! Brilliant. Love him.
He put one up the day. I think it was like "War Maggies."
He's learning the lingo. He'll have it nailed down before long. Billy's watching the boxing. Dave Harrison is on his way home. He's just had a few beers, so he might pop on later. We're still live. Chippers can't do anything. Wow, I've sent PD a message, see if he's available. Tactics, we're going to see the same tactics again played. Are we going to see the same formation? Maybe go more defensive?
I think you'll go. I think you'll play it. See, the thing with how is you'll look to the side you're playing, and you'll match them up. Where Bruce didn't. Bruce just thought, well, I'll just play this one. See if this one works.
Yeah.
Well, I used to pick them out of the hat. But see, he didn't do tactics, did he? He said that.
Well, no, yeah, that was the main thing. He always come out and said, "I don't do tactics." So no wonder we never knew what the fuck we were doing because he'd never done it. And then only training twice or 3 times a week. And then what Agnew comes out with and saying it's the bloody sports scientist that's said this all this.
That was laughable.
That. What was your thoughts on that when you read it?
I didn't read that. I was just watching. I was watching Paul do his daily news, and like he come out and say our new statement, and then he read it out, and I was just laughing. I was just in stitches, honestly.
Blaming it all on the sports scientist. So even if the sports scientist did it, then he oh wow.
Because Paul was saying, well, what sports scientists did we have?
A clueless one like this.
Job properly.
Well, you got me to learn something tonight. AFC Wimbledon's name stands for A Fans Club. Yeah, it's pretty much like
the Academy Fans Club.
what is it? FC United of Manchester. They're a fan made club.
Yeah. Because Gary Neville partly owns it.
Does he?
Yeah.
As well as Salford.
Yep.
I didn't know that. 4-4-2 against Arsenal. We win 2-1. Sure, wouldn't mind that.
So does Paul Scholes. He's bought into it as well. FC United.
Oh, I did not know that.
And Andy's with Salford as well.
I knew for a fact FC United of Manchester were a fan made club.
Yeah.
And they're on the rise as well. They could end up being in league football before long.
They're in what was Towns League?
Yeah, but they're playing pretty well.
I don't know if they won the deal.
Pretty well.
I'll have a look and see if they won.
Win 2-1. The last time we won 2-1 was under Rafa when Richie got the winner from a Slimani header. I remember that.
Yeah, EFC of Manchester lock up beat 1-0 today. 2-1, sorry.
2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the last time we beat Arsenal.
Mobile Town drew 0-0.
Arsenal turned us over since then.
Where are you, Kent?
Yeah, Dan Kent. My local team is in the Vanarama National League South, and that would be Welling United. Or the Wings. They're only about...
Welling United.
Yeah, Welling United.
They got beat 6-0 today.
They got beat 6-0. They're doing pretty well in the league. Well, they were.
Yeah. They got beat up Ebbsfleet.
Fucking Ebbsfleet. Jesus Christ. Well, actually, they got relegated from the Vanarama National. So, probably, yeah, they got
Ebbsfleet
the advantage. Yeah, I wouldn't surprise me. They'll go straight back up. Salford was
15th.
Salford was formed by former players. FC United is a protest club. You learn something new every day. You learn something new every day. I used to live in Ashford. Ashford, I know that. International. The Eurostar goes through there. I've been there a few times. That isn't all that far.
Are you near Hyde?
Hyde? No. Ashford, near enough. Tunbridge, all that kind of area.
You're nowhere near Lancaster, are you?
No. Nope. I'm way down south.
Fucking hell, South Shields won the day.
I'm more south than that. Right down the other end.
Beers.
It would take. They demolished.
So you near Whitby?
Well,
Whitby.
No. I'm right down south. Right down the bottom, near the coastline. Well, not exactly near the coastline. Right round the Londony area, just on the outskirts of London.
Oh, just something else.
They demolished where I lived to build the Eurostar. Oh.
So you're near Whittingham, basically.
Whittingham.
Whitton Albion.
Whitton Albion. I can't say I've actually heard of them.
I'm not sure that's around Kent area.
And how and where are you based? Northwich. Yeah, Northwich. Yeah, that's not too far. That's near the Blue Water International Shopping Centre is, and that's only a 45-minute bus ride.
Yeah. I bought you one year, Whitney.
Yeah, not Northwich. Yeah, I know Northwich. Anybody else? Oh, Daniel's about. Maybe he might want to come on. Ended up in Bournemouth for 24 years, so I'm used to Eddie Howe.
Is Charlie near you?
Surely no.
I thought you were a London team.
No, Charlie. I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Kettering, that's near you, isn't it?
Kettering, that does ring a bell. I think that's more the Essex side. I think that does ring a bell. That could be close-ish.
And there's Crawley should be near you.
Crawley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite close to me.
But Barrow will be quite away from you.
Yeah. Any thoughts on how soon we get a director of football now Penfold has left? Hopefully within the next 48 hours, I'd expect. You can't leave that.
He was supposed to be there today, wasn't he?
Was he? Who was it supposed to be? Is it supposed to be that
Eminalo?
Eminalo, yeah.
Yeah, there was a seat there today, a poster for him.
Has it all been finalised now then?
I don't know. Anything's been finalised. I just know that he was supposed to be at the game today.
Because Charlie was only meant to be there for a voluntary until someone came in. So now he's gone. You'd expect someone to be in within the next couple of days at least. Hopefully, it could be a Eminalo. I mean, Campos has emerged as a favourite again. Who knows? Could very well happen. We definitely need one in sooner, so they can start build up a relationship with Eddie Howe and start working towards targets.
Milton Keynes should be near you then. If you're near London.
MK is it's just a couple of hours. It's not all that far. I just got to go into Euston for that, or King's Cross, one of them, or both.
I think because that shouldn't be far away from you.
So it's quite easy to get to. I've been past it. I've never actually stopped off there.
It's a nice little town. when you were Cambridge at my end.
That's a fair old trip. Been now.
Oxford, you got them up there.
Not been to Oxford.
Bracknell.
Bracknell, yeah. That name's Bracknell Green.
Yeah, they've got it. They're quite close up there.
Got Daniil coming on. Just sent him the link.
I say it's quite boring just the two, isn't it?
We're missing Chippers. We're missing Chippers.
Well, there's nothing really to talk about. We're talking about the game.
Missing Chippers. That's what we are. He'll be back next week.
Wow, fucking hell. Michael Van Gerwen's getting knocked out of the fucking darts.
I don't really watch darts that much. I know the players. I mean, last time I won the darts. Yeah, last time I watched the darts was when
Fallon Sherrick. She's just getting.
Was when what's his name? Andy Fordham won the World Championship. So that's quite a long time ago. Just wait for Daniil to jump in.
If you ever know, that's just me fan.
Let's see over here. So we got planned for the rest of your weekend. Might as well just random talk.
Just watch a bit of Champions League.
Is there games being played this weekend? Is there Champions League games being played this weekend?
This week, Tuesday.
You gonna watch the Leeds Tottenham game tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll probably watch that.
Yeah, I think I'll be glued to that just to make sure Leeds don't win. I don't want to be 8 points adrift.
Yeah, those Champions League games on Wednesday.
Which one you planning on watching?
I'll probably watch either Porto versus Liverpool or Paris Saint-Germain v Man City.
PSG City one sounds better than that.
I would have watched Juventus, but Juventus isn't playing. Because I like Juventus.
They won today. They beat Lazio 2-0, I think. 2 penalties.
Yeah, John was at the game.
Yeah, John was at trouble getting in as well, but he finally got in the end.
You had trouble getting in?
Yeah, trouble getting in because they wanted proof that he had his vaccines and that he had passed all the tests and everything, but he didn't have a green card with him but someone else he was with managed to get him in. So he nearly missed out on the game.
So why did he not phone up for a passport before he fucking went? Oh my life! You know fine well that you need a fucking COVID passport when you go out to these kind of places.
It's got to have had a lot over the past year.
They're
What?
not unfair.
Holland's now gone into lockdown. Austria's gone into lockdown. Germany's on the verge of going into lockdown. So we could probably see another lockdown happening for us as well.
Yeah. On the Thursday, I'll probably watch Bayer Leverkusen v Celtic.
That could be interesting to watch. Oh, and here he is. There's the man he is. Hey.
Hey. Evening, guys. Evening, David. Evening, Jason. How are
we
you?
Doing?
All good. 3 points. 2 points dropped today, wasn't it?
2 points dropped, definitely.
Yes, mate.
After coming offline with you,
yeah,
I received that.
What's that?
A letter.
Right.
From a troll.
Right. And what did he say? Yeah, keep a hold of it.
Hi, level 7. You are a big fat puff who has anxiety and depression. I also know that people have blocked you off their YouTube channels. The reason is for that you are a fat fucking spacker and have disabilities. When going on to people's comments on other channels, you need to learn how to spell. Also, you need to man up with your anxiety problems.
That's disgusting, that.
Get a grip, man up, be a man about it. Watch your fucking back. We will get you. Watch your family. We'll get it too. You know who we are. And I don't even know who we are.
What I will suggest is keep that letter somewhere safe. Try and get copy. Because
I phoned the police.
They come
out. I give them the letter to read.
Yeah.
And all they could say is, sorry, because there's nothing we can do because there's no name on the letter.
Oh. Disgusting. Whoever's doing that is disgusting. You take care of yourself, though, mate. Because we're all behind you. We're all watching your back, and because anybody tries to harm you, then you've got an army. You've got an army behind your back, Dave. And I know how big Paul is, and you don't want to mess with Paul. I've seen the size of Paul, and you don't want to mess with him because I met him last night, and nice guy.
Yeah,
everything.
I thought I'd seen you at the Christmas party.
Yeah, I was there yesterday. Yeah, it was a good night, very good night. Yeah, fantastic night. But
when you get the army, so it just phone me on Zoom because I won't be able to get up there, so I'll just have my face on the camera and just have a go from a distance.
You just stay strong, pal. We're behind you. Nobody can harm you because they ain't got the bottle. They're just classless, so nobody's gonna harm you.
That's what I keep on saying to people. On other people's channels. These trolls wouldn't come in face to face with us.
No,
and
they
do all
won't.
this stuff. That's the man.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I just bottle jobs.
yeah, absolutely. I mean,
I mean,
who organized the party yesterday? Steve. I'll tell you what. I do not get why he gets all that horrible treatment. He is such a very humble and welcoming guy, you know, and he's got time for everybody. And
you know, it's just I am going through a rough time at the moment.
yeah,
With my
yeah,
with me anxiety and me depression and me mental
yeah,
health.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, so is Paul. It's all got to him. He's ended up
Yeah.
The only
taking
thing
down his Twitter.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
The only thing that's keep this strong
Yeah.
is coming onto these channels.
Yeah, well, you keep doing that. Just keep doing it. You know, keep doing that. And if this is what keeps,
obviously my family.
Yeah, well, that's good then. Well, you know, at the end of the day, if your family's there for you, that's the main thing. And that's all we can say. But I say, going back to today's game, typical defensive mix-up, wasn't it? I was listening to the first goal on the radio, nodded in from the corner. Literally, what? Minute later, Tony goes up the other.
67 seconds exactly.
Yeah, 67 seconds. And then, obviously, I followed the game after that, but we can't. We're gonna have to tighten up. Yeah, entertaining football, but we're going to have to tighten up because, first of all, we're bottom of the league, and was it the gung ho football doesn't work now in the modern game?
No.
Is that true? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's been sacked.
I don't know. I haven't seen you. I've heard of you.
I'm not seeing anything.
I haven't seen anything yet.
I know Steve Bruce's name is trending. He could be on his way to Man United. He was actually at the Riverside today. He was in the director's box.
Yeah.
At Middlesbrough, cheering on Chris Wilder as he took his first game for Middlesbrough.
Well, first, I was going to say that was it two former Sheffield United managers? Eh? I've been a thing of each other.
There's nothing seen there. There's just someone on Sky Sports News said that he's on the verge of getting sacked.
Oh, if he's on the verge, they're not going to say anything yet, then, are they?
No. If I mean, obviously, words will have been hardened. You know,
When
you'll
you're
find
a big club like Man United and you've just lost 4-1 to Watford, things are going to be said.
Yeah. There's clearly it's not working, and I mean, I know it's saying Zinedine Zidane and all that, but I don't know.
Apparently, Zidane has said he doesn't want it. It'll be too stressful.
Yeah, I would have thought Zidane would have thought now. So that because too many egos.
Graham Souness says his time's up.
Thing about what it's proven is that good players, like he was a good player, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, don't make the best managers because manager is a totally different mindset. You've got to have. You have to have it all up here. For, like our man in charge, sadly, who couldn't be on the touchline. Yeah, I mean, I know his career got cut short, but he's a very intelligent guy in terms of when it comes to managing.
He's got it up here, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's it. And all the good managers have it up here, you know. Apart from Bruce, yeah. I mean, Bruce, just a bit positive. Yeah, was a great centre half. But management wise,
the thing with Bruce is right is he didn't have any qualifications.
Yeah, I find that surprising.
Didn't have any badges or anything.
No, he didn't have a single badge. He said that as soon as he retired from football, he went straight into management. He didn't have to do no courses or nothing. He just went
How-
straight in.
How does that work, though? It's a very. Do you remember? Just now we're talking about badges. Do you remember when Glenn Roeder took over from us, right?
Yeah.
And
He never had a European badge when we were in Europe. He
Yeah,
had to do a
pro
course.
license. Yeah, pro license or something like that, wasn't it? He
Yeah,
had to have, and nobody said out to him. I mean, because he'd been coaching the academy and all that. But then they picked this up, and I don't know. It's just bizarre, isn't it?
It's funny, these things.
Yeah.
But yeah, we attacked. We absolutely really saw a different team out there today.
Yeah, it was more. It sounded more positive. Even Joe Linton was putting it about.
Oh, man of the match, definitely
Yeah.
Joe Linton. I mean, he covered every inch of that grass.
Yeah,
He was.
Yeah.
1 minute you see him, he's on the left hand side. Next minute he's on the right hand side. He's up front.
Yeah,
he's defending. He is
sacked.
amazing.
Has he gone? Has he?
Yeah.
Has he been sacked?
All right.
Wait,
Yeah.
let me refresh that. Let me refresh.
Oh,
Man,
oh.
you might lose faith.
Oh well, that will be interesting to see who comes in now. Very interesting.
Bruce, obviously.
Well, yeah.
Bruce will be at the door.
He's probably already there.
I think that's what. Well, there's always that time delay between somebody getting sacked and a new man going. They've probably spoken to the new man already, but you don't know that. We don't know that. That's a bit we never know. They'll have looked at today's game and said, right, let's see how they get on, or they'll have made inquiries to or been talking to whoever, and then obviously it hasn't gone their way. P45 for Ollie. Yeah, you batted. But
wish you well in your future endeavours and get out.
Yeah. He was at Cardiff and he never really happened. All right, Ryan.
Hey,
I'm back. I went
back
from
in
the
the
bed
basement.
to the basement.
He is back in the basement, and he's got clothes on this time.
Whoa! I don't know. Oh, I've just had me dinner, man. How?
Bit late, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did you have anything nice, Daniel?
I was just pizza and chicken tikka. Nothing exotic. It was 2 slices left. Son said, you can have those. I'll have that with a bit of chicken. So that's fine. But yeah, it was. So what do you guys reckon? Reckon we can stay up, or are we looking at Sky Bet? It's going to be tight, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we'll just have enough to stay up.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult, but we need to see what we can do in the January window to tell them how the season's going to turn out.
I've got one eye on the transfer window, but I like looking at game by game almost.
Yeah.
And Arsenal, we have to go for them, man. They're a wounded animal.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Liverpool did a number on them today. I did watch that, and Liverpool showed them up how weak they are at the back.
Yeah,
and that's something we can exploit with the pace we've got, and I think don't go for a 3-4-3 next week. It's got to be, I would say, a back four, maybe a 2.
I would say a flat back
3
four.
4-4-1-1 or something, or 4-4-2.
Something along those lines. Yeah. Absolutely, because if you have and maybe play both Fraser and St. Maximin, then we could really cause problems.
St. Maximin has to start every game for me at this point now.
Yes, to be the first
most goal contributions in our team. Like you don't drop a player like that.
No. He is quality. I'll tell you what.
First half from him, oh my god, it was infuriating. But the second half, he came alive.
He is what's it? He's just box office, isn't he? He's just absolute box office.
Yeah, you just want to grab some popcorn.
yeah. I mean, obviously I'm a little bit older than you guys, but when I used to watch players like Gaza and all that, Gaza was the one who got me really hooked on football. I'd watch it and I was like, yeah, fair enough. But when Gaza played,
I watched Gaza.
You watched because he was just so unpredictable, exciting.
And Ginola, I watched Ginola.
Well, you know what? I was watching that game in my bed, and every time St. Maxim had the ball, I got out and I was at the edge of my bed.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you thought, what he's going to do something here.
Yeah.
He makes things happen. That's
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I think Eddie Howe was like dreaming of having someone like him in his squad. Like seriously.
Yeah.
If he could be the one to prove him, and the only thing missing from him is end product. Other than that, he's world class.
Oh yeah, the way he dribbles. I mean, he causes panic in opposition defenses when he's coming at them with the ball.
I remember his first season. I remember a stat where he completed 4.5 dribbles like each match. Like that's insane.
Absolutely,
I don't know. The stats could be a bit underlined. That maybe most of them could have been like in our own half or something.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think. I look upon stats in the game as they just paint a picture of what's gone on.
Yeah.
You build up a picture. Different like NFL. It's different. They mean something, but in I'll call it association football, is what we know it as.
Did you watch it? Did you watch the Arsenal game?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Did you watch this? Did you see this scrap on the touchline?
Oh yeah,
between who? Klopp and Arteta.
Between Klopp and Arteta.
Klopp and Arteta.
Yeah. I wouldn't have minded. I wouldn't have minded seeing that as a bit of a scrap. It might,
it's nothing.
Handbags,
like the Arsene Wenger and Jose Mourinho.
The Frank Lampard and Klopp one was the best one. It was in lockdown. You could hear everything.
Yeah, I think Yeah. That was.
It's quite funny, like.
Well, you know, here's the thing. Right after I got off your stream, Jason, like I watched a bit of the highlights and I was on Twitter at the same time. And apparently, Nuno Tavares came out a few days ago and he's calling out Mo Salah. He's like, he might not know who I am, but he will after the game. Like he actually said that or something, and like
Wow.
Yeah. So and he just got absolutely done. Like, and I saw like he was responsible for the second goal. Like Arsenal trying to counterattack, and he just puts it right in their own box, and they score.
Oh yeah, the second, yeah. The one that what do you call it? Is that the Jota goal? Wasn't it?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine St. Maximum on him, man. He'd have him on toast.
Well,
I think Eddie Howe's looking at that guy right there and having St. Maximum on him.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Arsenal aren't the defense they were obviously 20 odd years ago. Well, what was it? Like late 90s, early 2000s. They haven't got that. They never really replaced that defense again.
See, the thing is, like, I usually work on weekends, so I don't really see much. I don't really see any games. Like, I've only been seeing the Newcastle games. So, like, I watch a lot of Football Terrace. I don't know if you know that channel, like, but it's like a top 6 channel, and it's like they do like fan call-ins and stuff. So a lot of Arsenal fans from the ones from here, and like I watch Lee Gunner a lot too, of course, and he thinks that like. The overall agenda, it seems, from the fans is that, well, first of all, they overhype the players and they overreact to stuff.
Yeah.
I think they're world class after like one game. And
2 seconds, be back in a bit.
Just like people are just gassing them up like way too much, and like they're not all that. Like, they're getting like clean sheets against like Burnley and like teams they should be beating.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's what they. It's what they do at against the teams at the top end
Yeah,
of the table.
that's what matters for Arsenal. Like they're expected to beat Burnley, but like from what I hear, games like Burnley and some other game where they won 1-0, like they scraped through those games.
Yeah, they did.
Like attack wise, but like they sound defensively, but like are those teams really putting much of a threat against them? I don't know. I think our attack is good enough to go up against Arsenal's defense.
I think so, definitely.
It's
definitely.
too much. It's too much inexperience, I feel, and you got someone like Ben. I don't know if you heard, but like Ben White, he doesn't like being called Ben White. He prefers
Benjamin. Benjamin. yeah.
That's some dumb, something dumb to hear.
Yeah, it's like say when you refer to somebody. I work with somebody called Peter Waller.
Remember when Glenn Roeder done that thing with Charles Enzadbia?
Oh, Joe Kinnear. When he called them Charles Insomnia or something like that.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
And he went off it.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah, but this is different. Like if you're Benjamin, expect to be called Ben because it's a lot easier. That's the way the world is. People want.
Well, absolutely, yeah.
Like, why do you think people they say like,
when you call him Charlie?
Like, all number Wolf fans, they'd call instead of Nuno or instead of calling him Espirito Santo, they just say Nuno because it's 2 syllables.
Yeah, exactly. No, end of. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah,
it's not easy.
Yeah,
like Benjamin or Ben, like it's
pretty
self-explanatory.
Yeah, I think that's quite. What's the word? There's a word for that, but it's quite egotist, isn't it? Thinking, oh, don't call me Ben. I want to be called Benjamin, isn't it? And but if you think about it, in the changing room, can you imagine the stick you get? Benjamin sounds very sort of hoity-toity, posh, and all that, isn't it? It's not very football. Like football's like tribal, laddish. One of the lads.
Yeah.
All right, Ben. All right. No, they'll go. All right, Benjamin. What's happening and all that. It just doesn't sound right.
Yeah, like in training, like everyone's, especially in football and sports, like players have their own nicknames.
Yeah.
Not given to them. They happen to have that. Like there's nothing you can do about it. Just accept it.
Well, exactly. It's all part of the culture there, isn't it?
It's like Maxi. Maxi's got his nickname. His
yeah, well, that's it. Everyone calls it Maxi.
Yeah,
Maxi.
you in training, are you gonna actually just shout out, "Alan St. Maximin"?
Yeah, well, that's it. It was like Nicky Butt, who played for us. Everybody shouted at him, Butty, called him Butty.
I'm curious. See, the thing is about Arsenal, I think their defense.
Smith,
I'd only take Gabriel Magalhaes in our defense. I don't think anyone, maybe Kieran Tierney, but like everyone else is like,
it's
like really,
Wouldn't mind that Smith Rowe in midfield, mind
Yeah. From what I hear from like Lee Gunner as well, like I know I sound like John trying to mention, but like he thinks that Saka's been overplayed. And like thinks he's not doing that well this season.
Yeah, he's been quite quiet, Saka, and he really hasn't. He hasn't really.
I don't watch England or Arsenal that often.
Yeah, but I don't either. What
he says that Aubameyang's like he's got no legs now, and like without his pace, he's nothing.
So Villa 1-2-0 today.
Yeah, Gerrard got his first.
Yeah. But it's obviously tougher tests to come. I mean,
I can't see Gerrard doing well at Villa, to be honest.
No, I reckon he's
I think the jump from Scottish League to Premier League is just way too high.
It's a big gap, a big gap. It's a wide chasm in the quality of the competitiveness of and quality of the football. I mean, I don't know.
Like Sunday League.
Yeah, I mean, really, in Scotland, we always have a joke about it. It's only really 2 teams. So.
Oh yeah, I know the whole narrative of it. Like people say, like it's just a tin pot league and stuff, and like
it is.
I've heard people say it's like, if Celtic were in the Premier League, they'd finish mid-table. Like I heard that once.
They wouldn't even finish there.
What are they? Championship level?
Oh,
Well, Celtic.
I mean, if Ryan Christie's going to Bournemouth, then maybe.
I would say probably middle of the championship.
Yeah, I mean, really, as I say, it's going down to competitiveness again. Who?
Championship is higher quality than the SPL.
Absolutely, it is. It's. I mean, the championship. Yeah, definitely. I agree with Matthew there. It's definitely higher quality. You know, everybody. Well, I mean, I would say in World Football Championship is probably the most competitive league.
It is very competitive. Yeah, well, it's just definitely gotten more competitive over the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I mean, I know, should the unthinkable happen, we go down, we've got the resources to bounce straight back up, but you really don't want to be down there if you can.
It'll be difficult coming back up, but we can't really just throw all the money out and get some really amazing players.
Yeah, because the way I look at it, a lot of these big names don't want championship football on their CV.
Well, no. I mean, we would know that Joe Willock's got a relegation release clause on his contract.
Well, exactly. He should the unthinkable. He'll be one of the first ones out.
Yeah, I don't even want to think of players that would be leaving if we get relegated.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll figure out in January if we'll get relegated or not, but I'm staying firm at like 40 points with 16.
I'll be back in 2 minutes and listen to this press conference thing.
All right, no problem. Yeah.
Well, Jeff Hedrick might leave if we get relegated.
to AC Milan.
He might go to AC, yeah.
Oh, yeah. God, imagine. Let's do a swap deal with him and Frank Kessie.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't great today.
Yeah.
The only thing I remember him was giving away the ball and fucking Brentford almost scored. Oh, Jeff Hendrick wasn't even on the bench today.
No, he wasn't. No. Nor was Fernandez. Still wasn't anywhere to be seen.
Don't understand that. Argentinian international. I think January he is one out the door. I think.
Yeah, he's barely played. Like, it's just, has he even started a game, or it's just all been? I think Burnley. That's it.
Yeah.
It's always been a mix of different midfield combinations we have. It's one part's annoying. We have to find a good quality of, like, I think we all know we can predict like our front three.
Yeah.
It's just midfield and defense. Like, it always changes.
Yeah, it's not consistent. Yeah, I agree with it.
That's the problem. That's the problem too. Is that like
you can always guarantee Matt Ritchie's going to be at left back.
Yeah, I'm still trying to. I'm scratching my head over that one. You know why he's like still playing as a left wing back or left back. It's just like when you've got two. What do you call?
You got Jamal Lewis.
Natural, yeah.
If we try to go for that 3-4-3 system, like it says on Google, I want to see Ryan Fraser at wing back at some point, because he was part of a legendary 3-0 against Chelsea, and he was a right wing back.
Yeah.
To Jason Tyndall there. He said that we didn't deserve to be bottom of the league with that result today.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But really, it's a case of
but it's our defense that's letting us down.
Yeah, exactly.
John called it, man. I didn't agree with him at the time. I thought our defense was okay, but it's just, it's not. Like I was saying to Jason earlier, Kieran Clark was decent last season because really he was only in just to fill in, because I think we had a few injuries, and he played well.
Yeah.
He got his points. But you play him consistently. He's past it now.
Yeah, Clark's best days are definitely behind him.
Yeah,
I think
Right.
they'll be tired.
Huh?
I think they'll be tired.
Yeah. No, I've been busy today, what you call cutting the grass, shopping, and all that. That was after a night out yesterday. So after I've been at the party yesterday, but yeah. Getting old as well, Dave. Yeah.
You're only as old as you think. Or
Well-
you're only as young as you feel.
I don't know what I feel anymore.
Is that the drink talking?
Well, it's true what they say. What you call what you do in your 20s and all that. You can't repeat that 20-odd year down the line. So it is what it is. Yeah, it's a good point there from Matthew. Good centre backs, yeah.
Definitely centre backs. I mean,
Yeah,
it was already put out by Craig Hope, what I've been saying for weeks on end.
Yeah.
Again, he states that no centre back we've signed since 2018. It's just shocking.
Hey, David, what else did Jason Tyndall say?
Huh?
What else did Jason Tyndall say?
He just said he wished that Eddie Howe was standing where he was standing in the typical area. To wish to see the fans and the greeting he got.
Yeah.
I guess we gotta wait for Norwich for that.
It looks it'll be Norwich now, because what?
That's the next home game. It's Arsenal next week.
Yeah. So Eddie Howe should be back for that. Yeah, he should have come out of ice.
He said you'll miss Arsenal, but he should be back for Norwich.
Yeah, he should be back. Yeah, that's a must.
Could do it with his presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said the Norwich the Arsenal games comes just a little bit too soon.
Yeah.
But he'll be back he'll definitely be back in the dugout for the Norwich game. So.
Yeah. It's it's a shame. It's called crap luck. That first home game in charge, and you have to, and you can't be there because of.
Yeah, would have been an amazing scene.
Yeah. I'll say one thing touching on our fan base. From last night's party at the Irish club, we, on the whole, what a great bunch of guys, all of them. Great. There was one guy come on, all right, mate, all one happy family. I thought, he said, look, I don't know you, but I'm just being nice. I said, all right, yeah, you be cool now. And, it was so nice to see, we got a great bunch of fans and, like what we got here and relationships with other podcasts. Long may it continue, man. It's, it is a real great crack. Heard there's a chance Howe will be at Arsenal game.
Nah, he's officially ruled
No,
out.
No.
No.
It'd be nice to see, but
Jason Tyndall's just come out and said that it's a bit.
Yeah,
it comes a bit too soon.
Yeah, because depending when he's 10 days, was he's 10 days?
He's 10 days up on Sunday.
Or the day after the Arsenal game.
The day after the Arsenal game.
Yeah.
Say if the Arsenal game was played on either Sunday or Monday, he would have been allowed there.
He would have been allowed, yeah.
Because it's a Saturday.
Yeah.
You have to salvage it.
Yeah. It makes you wonder though. He's probably, because we're all traveling he's had to do. Who else in the camp's got it? Somebody's obviously carrying it in the camp.
That's what I said. But, if he's got it, who's he been hanging around with? Because they've got it as well.
He switched on Newcastle lights on Friday, didn't he? So he could have caught it off anyone in the crowd.
Yes, that's a good point. That because with the crowd being so bunched up together, and those people near him.
You get and Willem signing autographs there, or
exactly.
It could be on the pen or anything.
There's that, and as you say, somebody
Photos.
being within the 2 meters, right?
Yeah.
And if there's a load of them hanging around them and they've been around for however long, and obviously not wearing masks and all, people won't be wearing masks, so it's easy to pass on, isn't it? So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
it's
See, so that's where I could have come from. It could have come from that. It could have come from
yeah.
anywhere.
There's I mean, you ain't going to test everybody in the crowd, are you? So, as I say, that's a very good very good point. You feel sorry for him, but no,
Yeah.
it's a bummer.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. Tyndall said he hopes.
No, he didn't. He said the game comes too soon.
Yeah, which also means no, he won't be back for that. So,
Just looking at our fixtures in December, and
yeah,
honestly,
Both Manchester clubs either side of Christmas.
Imagine Leicester away if we can get a win, man. Like, we have a good record at the King Power, and they're not even doing too well this season.
well, that's it. That's. I mean,
Never got Everton, haven't we?
they've got Everton as well.
The
Yeah,
next game after that is Liverpool away, and
yeah.
then Man City at home on the 19th. Yeah, it's
Never got Man United.
Yeah. Could have a new manager in by then. Could have a new manager.
oh, don't say that.
Steve Bruce. So you never know.
Hopefully, he goes to Man United.
Well, they've sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Yeah. Well, I've one of my offspring's a Man United fan.
Oh shit, he did.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, so, basically, is it done? Is it?
The Time Sport says that he's done. They sacked him.
Oh, so Ollie's time is done. So how many managers is that?
Duncan Castle says he's sacked.
Oh, that'll be right then. It'll be right.
Let me go on Fabrizio and let me refresh his page. Damn.
So that we've had Smith.
Yeah, I'm pretty pissed off about Watford winning today too.
Yeah, Smith, Bruce, Watford manager. Is that about 4 or 5? Must be into half a dozen. Going on for half a dozen now, isn't it? For sackings so far in the Premier League.
What? You've had Bruce. You've had
Bruce.
You've got
Daniel
Nuno,
Farker.
Nuno Farker,
No,
Bruce,
Ollie. Oh, did you Nuno? Got Nuno as well. Yeah.
Nuno Santo. Then you've got Bruce.
Then you've got
Farker.
Yeah.
Then you've got Smith.
Yeah, Dean Smith.
Then you've got
Ollie 5. Yeah. So
that'd be 6. Ollie would be 6.
Is it Ollie 6?
Yeah. Farker, Bruce. Dean Smith.
Yeah. Obviously
Nuno.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Ollie, yeah. Oh, roughly about 5, 6.
Oh, Cisco as well.
Oh, Cisco, the Watford manager.
Cisco, yeah. It's about
Cisco. Yeah.
I think he was first.
Yeah, I think he was the first one.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy.
A quarter of this league has already been changed managers.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Arsenal will be the next.
Well, make sure it's after we play them.
After.
Arsenal PRs put too much marketing into Arteta. They can't sack him.
There is that as well.
Yeah.
He's the best young coach according to fans.
But I think also there's a difference. I think sometimes the two responsibilities of coach and manager get being intertwined. You can be a good manager, but you can be a rubbish coach, or you can be a good coach and a rubbish on the management side of things, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah. But
Andy Carroll's got the number 9 shirt for fucking Reading.
Didn't he sign for another club before Reading?
No, he's not at a club since.
Oh, he's a free agent. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. So you can go. But that's about his level now, isn't it? Championship, because
that sounds like Steve Bruce too.
Yeah.
Sure, Annie will take him at Bristol.
Yeah.
He's already moaning about Nigel Pearson. But if you go on his Twitter page, you'll see he's got a picture of Nigel Pearson.
He still thinks that Newcastle's going down.
You can't really argue too much with what people think of.
Yeah. You can't. I mean, until we start get a good run on the board of wins, I think it's best to just keep our mouth shut on that score.
I was really hoping for those 3 points today.
I still think we're safe, like.
Yeah. I was definitely, but our what's the word? Achilles' heels is our defense at the end of the day,
Yeah.
And as all of us on here, football fans, know that good teams, solid teams, are built from the back. Yeah. You can have all the firepower, attacking talent in the world, but if you ain't got a solid back four, back five, whatever, you're not going anywhere.
No.
Yeah. Kind of sounds like Leeds a bit.
It's time to go off.
Sorry?
Hello?
I think it's time for me to go off.
Yeah, I'm about calling it in a bit anyway.
All right, mate.
Need to save those hours for the watch along next week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll see you on the watch along.
No worries. I'll drop you a link near the time.
Yeah. So it'll be round about 10:30.
We kick off at 12:30, don't we?
12:30 on BT and
yeah, BT Sport. So
BT Sport. Yeah.
Probably drop the link around about 12:15ish to go through the team lineup and then get ready for the kickoff.
Right, yeah. I'll see you then.
All right, no worries.
See you, Dave.
See you then, mate.
See you, mate. Cheers, mate. Cheers. Oh, and Dave's gone. Yeah. Oh. Well. Main thing. He's all right.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't get it, but so what you call next week? Do you reckon we can get somebody at Arsenal? I think we can.
Yeah, I think we can. I do think we can. They got hammered against Liverpool. They're going to be. They're already tender. It's time to go. If we play like we did today, we can definitely get something from them.
Yeah, I would definitely say so. If we play to our strengths, that's it, and be tight at the back. I use our pace that we've got, and I would say therefore we can make things. We can definitely make things happen. But as I say, it could have been worse today. But I suppose a point's a point. But three would have been nicer. That's what I would say.
It would have been. It would have helped get us out of that.
Who was your man of the match today, Danil?
Man of the match. I'm gonna have to say, I have to go with Joe Linton. I would say.
Yeah.
Linton, definitely.
He ran the show. And I think he's. The thing that we're saying, he's doing extra work with analysts, etc. Clearly, that work has paid off today, and no doubt he'll do more. And I think, hopefully, we might see him get some form.
well, yeah, if you're doing extra training, it's
Yeah.
worked out well. Which we've seen that
Yeah.
from today's game, the amazing ability he had. So
Yeah.
if that continues, then just carry on doing that. Doing the
Yeah.
extra training, it's proven it's working.
Yeah, and I think he was also played in the right position today as well,
Yeah,
which I think
It's like a right
allowed.
mid today, right?
Yeah,
right
yeah,
wing, right forward.
yeah, which is where I think the area he played in for Hoffenheim from.
yeah,
If yeah, because
That's what Joe Linton's always been. He's been a
yeah,
winger.
winger or wide midfielder or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but trying to play him as a number 9 was, I think,
No.
disastrous.
yeah.
That was a disaster, personally. But hey, big up to him. I hope he carries it on into next week and hopefully 3 points for her.
Oh, that's what we all hope for.
Why
not?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose we'll drop it from there for today then.
Yeah. Great stuff. Yeah, nice to see you guys, and we'll definitely hope you meet up again next week.
No worries.
Right. Okay. Right.
Catch you later.
Catch you later. See you, Ryan, mate. Cheers.
See ya.
See ya. Yeah.
So there you have it, guys. We went on for a much longer time there. Atmosphere did kind of drop for a while, so I do apologise for that. We missed Chippers, so Chippers will be back next week. That being said, on Thursday, I will do another live match preview for the Arsenal game, where Chippers will join me for that, and also making his debut on my channel. Rainey from Toon Talk will be joining us as well. I've been speaking to him whilst streaming as well. So he will be joining us, me and Chippers, for the Arsenal preview. That's Thursday morning around 8-9 o'clock. And then obviously on Saturday, midday kickoff against Arsenal, we'll be doing the live watch along with me and Level 7. Hopefully a couple more if I can bring some more people in. If not, it'd just be me and Level 7 again. And hopefully we can get something out of that game. But until then, I've got nothing else planned as far as I'm aware. Paul's doing his fans forum on Tuesday. I should be hopefully jump on there. John won't be doing his fans forum on the Wednesday. I think he might still be in Italy. I don't know about that. I'll have to ask him what's going on with that, if that's going to happen or not. Otherwise, I'll either see you Tuesday and then I won't see you again until Thursday. But yeah, cheers for those who have stayed on for this entire 2 hours, 50 minutes. Do leave a thumbs up. Do leave your comments down below. Do hit the notification bell. You'll always be informed of videos that come out when I go live or videos that I've posted. And do subscribe if you're new as well. Share the video around. Let everyone know about me. I'm a Toon fan from down south. The one that pronounces Newcastle instead of Newcastle. I like to have a laugh. You know me. For those that have been with me throughout this time I've been doing YouTube. And share it about. Bring everyone over. Let's rack those subs up. Let's get a nice following going. And also, if you're on Twitter, just follow me. Just got to type that in. That's me. Have a good night, guys. Have a great rest of the weekend. And I will see you during the week. Take care. Catch you later. And sleep well.